There are several biblical buildings that still exist today and are evident in various parts of the world. The following are the 7 biblical structures that are still evident today. Number 1, the Palace of King David in Jerusalem, Israel. King David's Palace is an archaeological site located in the heart of Jerusalem, Israel, and is believed to be the location of King David's palace. The palace was originally built around the 10th century BCE, during King David's reign, and was later expanded by King Solomon, his son. The palace complex was located on a narrow ridge south of the Temple Mount and included many structures, like administrative buildings, a royal residence, and a military fortress. Also, the palace was surrounded by impressive fortifications, including a massive retaining wall that supported the palace complex. Although it has been destroyed and rebuilt throughout history, King David's palace remains an important archaeological site and a symbol of Israel's rich history and cultural heritage. Today, visitors can explore the palace complex's ruins and learn about King David's ancient world and his reign. Number 2, Herod's Temple. Herod's Temple, commonly referred to as the Second Temple, was a holy location in Jerusalem that was constructed in the 1st century BC by King Herod the Great. It replaced the original temple, which the Babylonians had demolished in 586 BC. Herod's Temple was a center of Jewish worship and was regarded as one of history's most magnificent buildings. It was decorated with gold, silver, and precious stones, and was surrounded by a large courtyard. The temple was destroyed by the Romans in 70 AD during the siege of Jerusalem, and only the western wall, which formed part of the retaining wall of the temple complex, remains standing today. Despite its demolition, the temple remains an important religious and historical site for Jews and Christians, and its legacy is still felt today. Number 3, the Pyramids of Egypt. Although not specifically mentioned in the Bible, the Pyramids of Egypt are mentioned in the story of Joseph, who was sold into slavery in Egypt. The pyramids still exist today and are one of the most popular tourist attractions in Egypt. The Pyramids of Egypt are among the most famous and recognizable landmarks in the world. They were constructed over 4,500 years ago during the Old Kingdom period of ancient Egyptian history as tombs for the pharaohs and their companions. The most famous of these pyramids is the Great Pyramid of Giza, which was built for Pharaoh Khufu and is the largest pyramid ever built. Built from huge limestone blocks, its sheer size and complexity have fascinated people for centuries. Despite many theories as to how it was built, the construction methods used by the ancient Egyptians remain a mystery. The pyramids have become a symbol of the ancient Egyptian civilization and continue to attract tourists from around the world who come to marvel at their beauty and wonder about the mysteries that surround them. Number 4, the Pool of Bethesda. According to the New Testament, this pool is where Jesus performed the healing miracle. The Bible's Gospel of John makes reference to the Pool of Bethesda. It is believed to have been located near the Sheep Gate in Jerusalem and was a gathering place for the sick, who believed that the waters of the pool had healing powers. According to the story, an angel would periodically come and stir the water in the pool, and the first person to enter the water would be cured of his illness. The story tells of a man who had been disabled for 38 years and was waiting by the pool for a chance to recover. Jesus came to the man and healed him, telling him to pick up his mat and walk. The Pool of Bethesda became a symbol of healing and faith, and the story of the man who was healed has been retold in art and literature throughout history. Today, the site is believed to have been located near the Church of St. Anne in present-day Jerusalem. Number 5, the Mount of Temptation where Jesus was tempted by the devil. This mountain is located near the West Bank city of Jericho. It is believed to be the place where Christ was tempted by Satan. According to the Bible, after his baptism, the Holy Spirit led Jesus into the wilderness, where he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. During this time Satan appeared to him and tempted him 3 times, offering him worldly possessions and power in exchange for his loyalty. The Bible does not mention the exact location of the Mount of Temptation, but it has traditionally been identified as the mountain near Jericho that overlooks the Jordan Valley. In the present day, the mountain is home to the Monastery of Temptation, which was constructed in the 6th century by Byzantine monks. The Mount of Temptation is an important site for Christians and pilgrims from all over the world who come to visit the monastery and reflect on the temptation of Jesus in the wilderness. The mountain also has significance to Jews and Muslims, who believe that the prophet Moses was buried near it and that the mountain was the site of his ascension to heaven. Number 6, the Cave of the Patriarchs in Hebron. Also known as the Cave of Machpelah, this is a complex of caves located in the city of Hebron on the West Bank. According to belief, the cave is the burial place of Abraham, Sarah, Isaac, Rebekah, Jacob, and Leah, who are regarded as the patriarchs and matriarchs of the Jewish people. The location has been an important religious site for Christians, Jews, and Muslims for thousands of years. The present structure over the caves was built during the reign of Herod the Great in the 1st century BC. And it is believed that it was built on the original burial place of the patriarchs and matriarchs. The building is divided into 2 parts, one for Jews and one for Muslims. The Jewish section is under the control of the Israeli government, while the Islamic section is under the control of the Palestinian Authority. The site is considered one of the most controversial religious sites in the world, with frequent tensions and clashes between Jewish and Muslim worshippers and security forces. Number 7, the Synagogue of Capernaum. This is an ancient synagogue located in the modern city of Capernaum in Israel. Although there is evidence of earlier synagogues on the same site, it is thought that the synagogue date back to the 4th or 5th century. The synagogue has historical significance since it is believed that Jesus Christ taught there while he was in Capernaum. According to the Gospel of Mark, Jesus healed a man possessed by an evil spirit in the synagogue, and his teachings are mentioned in several other New Testament passages. The remains of the synagogue were first discovered in 1838 by Edward Robinson, an American biblical scholar. Excavations carried out in the late 19th and early 20th centuries revealed the synagogue's foundations, which were built of black basalt stones. The remains of the synagogue can still be seen today, including the foundation walls and many of the columns that once supported the roof. The synagogue is an important site for visitors interested in biblical history and archaeology. The synagogue is located near the Sea of Galilee and other important biblical sites in the area, making it a popular destination for tourists and pilgrims.